Hi everyone, in this video I am going to show how to install VMware vSphere graphical user interface, which is VMware vSphere client. And basically the vSphere client is an interface for administrating vCenter server and ESXi host, and it is the user interface and configured based on the server to which it is connected. The main function of vSphere client is for infrastructure configuration and day-to-day operations. So the task for this lab is to install the vSphere client, and some of the prerequisites are required, and one of them is VMware vSphere software on the client machine. So the first step is as my software is zip state, I firstly extracting it and double clicking on the compressed file. So I am just extracting it. Then after completing the extracting, it prepares to start installing. First, set up the languages. You can choose your own language as per your preference. Then it will come a welcome page, which is decompressing all the files, and agree on the statement, and it will just click next to it, and it will show the destination folder where you want to create. Click next, and it will ask ready to install the program. Just click install. So after the installation, the icon, the vSphere VM client is installed on your desktop, and click finish to stop the installation after the completion. So if you get a certificate issue like a security warning, just go on with your installation and ignore that one. So after that, this step, we are going to the vSphere client menu bar to view the inventory, how the inventory looks like. So after installing the vSphere client, let's go to the other labs. So I will demonstrate how to install the vCenter 5.5 single sign-on components in the Windows Server 2012. So in this tasks, there are some things to be done. It has to be we have to install vCenter single sign-on and vSphere web client, and we have to install vCenter server, and also to VMware update manager also. So some prerequisites are needed. Download the VMware vCenter server software first of all, and VMware vCenter server VM with Windows Server 2012 R2 operating system, of course, and you may need Adobe Flash Player to run vCenter server onto the browser, and as well as you may need to install the .NET 3.5 extensibility during installation. So in the step 1, we'll double click the VMware vCenter server software to install the software. So just go to the simple install program, otherwise you will get an error in the middle of the installation if you didn't select simple install. So just click simple install and click install. So it will pop up a window like this, and just click next. Give the license agreement, accept the license agreement, click next. So simple install prerequisites checks will be pop up, and just click next. So you have to enter the username and password of your domain. So before that, you have to provide your domain name before this step. So actually it is not included, so just provide the domain name and username which you have already created in your Windows Server 2012, and provide the password over here. Then click next. Give the first site name as default, click next. Give HTTPS port as default, click next. Then install the single sign-on and provide the location. Just click next and install the VMware vSphere install. So the installation has been completed, and let's go to the desktop. So VMware vCenter single sign-on lets you add identity resources, manage default domains, configure a password policy, and edit the lockout policy. A collection of users and groups data identity source, and it is an authentication broker and a security token exchange, providing a more secure way of accessing your vSphere solutions. When logging into vSphere, you actually pass authentication to the vCenter single sign-on server, which can be configured with multiple identity sources such as Active Directory and OpenLDAP. And on successful authentication, your username and password is exchanged for a security token, which we have already provided during installation. So now let us move to work with the virtual machines. So in this lab, I will demonstrate how to create and prepare virtual machines for use. A virtual machine consists of a bunch of files that store on a supported storage device. A key file that creates a VM is configuration file, a virtual disk file, and a VM is typically a software computer that acts as a physical machine, like the physical machine we can use. Okay, so in this lab, some tasks are to be done. We have to create a virtual machine, install a guest operating system, and identify a virtual machine disks format, and install tools for the Windows OS. And some of the prerequisites needed are ESXi hostname and password, virtual machine data store, and operating system ISO image as well. So in the first step, we will log in VMware vSphere client by using root username password, which we have given. So provide the username and password over here. Then we can log into the inventory. So in the left side, we can see the IP address which we have given, and so we can just configure. So just add a new virtual machine. Just provide the custom settings and click next, and provide the name and location. Just click next, and you can provide the storage over here, then click next. The virtual machine version I have selected is 8, click next. So it's ready to complete the installation, so just click finish. So we can see one virtual machine is already being created, and just edit settings and provide the location with the data store ISO file where we want to create our virtual machine. So click OK. So that's it. Now we can create a virtual machine in that data store. So that's how it works in a virtual environment. And this is all about the virtual environment and vSphere VX client. And thanks for watching the video.